Hey guys, welcome to the High Vibe channel. My name is Nell Nicole and I'll be your astrologer today. I wanted to come through and talk to y'all about this Aquarius new moon happening. Well, I'm filming this on the day that it's happening. So today, January 29th, 2025. I'm super excited about this new moon just because it has such an optimistic flow, of energy to it. So I want to talk about what the new moon means for us collectively, individually, how to kind of interpret what it means for you specifically in your chart, and then just give you some of the trends that I see coming about as we're experiencing this energy, like I said, collectively. The theme for this is going to be setting your intentions for elevation and expansion. This new moon in Aquarius is forward thinking, setting goals, and really setting those intentions. It's kind of like if you can believe it, you can achieve it type energy right now. So let's talk about the actual astrology of it. First of all, a new moon is whenever the sun is conjunct the moon. So that gives an energy of enlightenment. It's said that you have a better chance of starting new things on a new moon, setting new intentions, carrying out new habits and things like that, as opposed to trying to kind of stop or exile certain things. So it's really an energy of welcoming in, of receiving, of calling in what it is that you want to see. Aquarius has this spark to it. It's ruled by Uranus. Uranus is the planet of fast change, revolution, even authenticity. And so just by nature of it being right there in Aquarius, it gives it that breath of possibility is what I'm really feeling. So like I said, it's all about forward thinking. The moon is conjunct the sun, both in Aquarius, which gives the air of opportunity. Just brainstorming, thinking of what's possible, what could be, given where you are with your set of circumstances, what could be in the future, best case scenario, right? And then we also have, Aquarius rules the 11th house. So the 11th house is over groups, it's over platonic bonds. And so this theme could show up for a lot of us within that kind of realm of really just kind of understanding who's within our tribe and who aligns with what it is that we really are at our cores. You know what I mean? That theme of authenticity comes back again because Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn. Saturn is all about dogma, grounding, understanding your boundaries, who you are, what your limitations are. And Aquarius is, with it being ruled by Saturn and Uranus, is what are your limitations, but put a twist on it, make it yours, make it unique. So interesting energy, right? We could be experiencing a lot of conversation or motion within your platonic bonds, within your friendships, family relationships, whoever's in your network is what I'm going to say. This new moon is also trine Jupiter, or Saturn and Jupiter. Excuse me. Cut that out. Cut that. It's trine Jupiter in Gemini. I don't know what I was talking about. Jupiter in Gemini. So that gives it even more of an air of optimism. Jupiter is all about expansion. I see the cornucopia in my mind when I see Jupiter, even though people might associate that with Capricorn. For me, that's Saturn, because Saturn is about abundance, just expansion, things really multiplying, understanding how the ripple effect, the snowball effect, the butterfly effect even. So Jupiter is all about possibilities as well, but it has this ring of a higher power to it, almost like the spiritual abundance, you know what I mean? The law of abundance type shit. When you really get tapped into something, being on that frequency of the higher knowledge that's required to be able to amass, right? So anyway, Jupiter also being in Gemini. Okay, Gemini is the sign that rules communication. So again, within your platonic bonds, right? Let's take it back there. Within your platonic bonds, within certain groups, within your network, you may be more inclined to set certain goals or make certain connections. And that could lead to really good fortune, really good luck. Jupiter is also a planet of luck. So just by communicating, by talking, speaking your truth, really standing your ground about who you are, what it is that you bring to the table, what makes you unique, and how you can provide value to the collective. It's getting deep. Okay. We also find Pluto and Mercury, I believe. Am I tripping? hold on. Let's talk about Pluto. So I know that Pluto is also in Aquarius right now. Pluto gives it this soulful feeling. Now, Pluto's not necessarily close to the new moon by degree, you know. They're a little bit far from each other within the sign, but they're still both there. And so that gives it this energy of, it brings it back home. It makes this mood that we're all kind of experiencing and all in more about like our personal power, right? So when we talk about that authenticity and really knowing who you are and being able to speak from that, you need to be able to get a grasp on your personal power, understand who you are, what you are, your skill set, what you can provide to the collective. So yeah, let's see, what else do I have in my notes? So yeah, themes could be like communication is going to be a really, really heavy theme as well within your community even. There could be big changes or breakthroughs. Like there could be a conversation that happens that leads to a big breakthrough or confession even. I don't know. There could even be system changes here because Aquarius really rules over like technology and the systems that we use that help us optimize things as well. I see revolutionary change on a large scale. Like, I don't know if y'all heard the people who've been talking about how like American media is so censored. We don't know that people overseas are protesting for us right now. Cannot confirm or deny, but I definitely feel that the bubbling up of a civil revolution, okay? And then mental and emotional energy is also a theme. Aquarius is a very cerebral sign. Like I said, super forward thinking, super about, you know, where are we going? How are we going to get there? It's not so much interested in being here, being like right now. But within that, like I said, there's an opportunity to kind of speak to that. So there's this kind of passionate air that we're all filled with where, you know, you can inspire groups of people. You can inspire people to change, to revolt, to make these positive changes for the greater good of all involved type of thing. All right, so let's talk about how to find out what... All right, y'all. Sorry, we had a camera malfunction, but we back. So we're going to talk about how to figure out where this new moon falls in your chart so that you can understand what the current themes for you personally will be during this time period. So it's usually like the 2 weeks covering that new moon period until we get to the next full moon, right? So I got my little standard chart here. Aries covering the first house, so on and so forth. And basically you want to find where Aquarius is in your chart. So of course for this chart, Aquarius would be in the 11th house. So with that being said, you can do your research. You can Google Aquarius 11th house or moon in 11th house and figure out what the themes are for that particular sign. But I'm gonna give you a little bit of a leg up. I'm gonna go through all the houses basically and give you guys a little anecdote of what it is that you'll be dealing with this new moon, what the themes will be for you. To take it back, when you're looking at your chart, if you want to take it a step further, you can also look into the degrees that are being covered with this new moon, any planets that are around the new moon, like in your house. So say this one is at what, like 10 and like 12 degrees Aquarius. So I can look at my chart and know that I have, my sun is actually at 14 degrees Aquarius. So this new moon is going to be conjunct my sun. So what does that mean? That means that it's going to play a part in my ego, vitality, my sense of self with this new moon. I'll have an opportunity to reevaluate my, because the sun is like not really our real power. It's just like our perceived power and how we see ourselves. So I get a chance to reevaluate that, you know what I'm saying? And utilize this moon to set my intentions around that thing, because that's where the power is in the chart right now. So moving forward, if you want to dig a little deeper, you can look into things like that. Any other planets that are aspecting. So like if there's things opposing, squaring, all of that, look into it, child. Look into it. It'll tell you a lot about what's going on, and it'll help you to orient yourself and make certain decisions during this time that can help benefit you, as opposed to you getting sucked into the energy and being like, what's going on? Why me? That's what we want to prevent. Okay. So let me go ahead and skip to the part where we're going to talk about each house. So not rising signs. This is the house that it's in. So this is rising sign. I'm sorry, my bad. So rising sign. So if your rising sign is Aries, this new moon is going to cover your 11th house. So it's going to talk about your friend zone, your it's going to activate your friend zone and really kind of put a focus on any team pursuits that you have, be it in the workplace, be it socially, personally. It's going to really have you inspired to kind of reevaluate things there. And even, like I said, you might even spark a little revolution, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be for the theme of the greater good, or at least the greater good of those on the right side of justice is what I would say. Taurus, if you have a Taurus rising, it's going to be affecting your 10th house, your professional path. It's giving you the energy to really trailblaze, because I always find it so interesting that Taurus has Aquarius in that 10th house in the highest part of the chart, because that really does give you guys this particular edge. And so you have an opportunity to really use that edge to influence the masses. It could be like the people in your workplace, the people in your neighborhood, the people that you, like I said, that are in your network. Aquarius is all about networks wherever it's placed in your chart. So yeah, time for you to like take the reins and trailblaze some new shit. It could even be on some underdog stuff. You don't even necessarily have to take the reins. You know what that means for you. Okay. Moving forward for Gemini, 9th house. So this is about taking things a little bit higher, Gemini. You might really want to set some intentions toward a higher path of learning, a higher path of spirituality, of connecting with yourself, just taking whatever it is that you believe in and whatever it is that you're doing and turning it up to the next level for real. Let's see. And you also might want to like switch up your routine long term. Like it might be time to take a trip. It might be time to just implement some new practices, some new modes of worship for yourself. That could really get you pretty far. Cancer, 8th house. So for Cancer risings, this new moon is going to affect your 8th house. So you want to get in touch with your feelings related to intimacy. This can get a little bit touchy. You really got to kind of separate to see. You might want to take some space for yourself in order to really hear your inner voice and hear what it is that you are feeling guided to do. But nonetheless, once you do that, again, it's going to be about coming back to the group or coming back to your spouse, your family, your coworkers, your friends, and just being honest in your communication. Not, coming at things from a super emotional standpoint. Is really going to be more of a logical, because you have the time to take the space and think this whole thing through, as opposed to being reactive. So that's going to be your thing at this time, Cancer. Leo, aspirations for partnership is going to affect your 7th house. So you really want to kind of, again, take the space, right, to evaluate what is going on here, to take stock on your pros and cons within your relationships, partnerships, romantic partnerships, and even platonic relationships. But in order to kind of set things straight, and to set some goals there, you want to feel like you're moving forward and not being stuck in the past with your relationships and things like that. So if people aren't progressing, you want to kind of give them that talk that's going to inspire them to do better. All right, let's see. Virgos, for you guys, it's going to be about 6th house stuff. So assessing your physical, mental, emotional health and goals. This is like your realm anyway. So I feel like this is just a time for you to kind of, again, Aquarius is the independent sign, y'all. So I'm gonna keep saying take your space, because that's valid. You have to separate to see with Aquarius energy. And then once you understand what you pulled apart in order to like process, you can come back so much better. So your thing that you're pulling apart to process is your mental, physical, and emotional health, and maybe even like ways that you can influence those sectors for other people, or like be an example of that for other people. Just lead your daily life in a way that is an example of that for others, and just keeping up with that shit for yourself, for real. Like not what it looks like, but what it is. You feel me? All right, so Libras, this is going to be in your 5th house. Pleasure, fun, spontaneity. I feel that with this Libra thing, it's really about letting loose. I think sometimes you guys can get a little bit uptight, especially in this sector, because Aquarius is ruling. If I'm doing these calculations right, Aquarius is ruling. So let's say Libra. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th house. Yes, that's so crazy, because this is so crazy because Libra rules the 5th house. So this is like Libra understanding you can't overthink everything. sometimes you just have to get into the five senses of things and come down into your body and just breathe and live and experience. I think that this is going to have something to do with allowing people to love you and allowing yourself to be as loving as you know that you are, but in finding your pleasure and in sharing that with others. So it could be your romantic partner. It could be your kids even. It could be just like, the simple things, going, like I said, on a vacation, or not even that. It don't even have to be that. Just simple day-to-day stuff, but like really finding the fun and the spontaneity in it. So getting up and taking a trip. I don't know, it's wintertime, but maybe I was going to say to the zoo, to the aquarium, somewhere indoors. I don't fucking know. But, tapping in. And reconciling even something within that. So you might have been, I was saying it first, like might have been just a little bit uptight. There could have been some extra responsibilities thrown on your plate as of late. And so you could feel like, you have to kind of be work first and all work, no play, but you need some play. All right, Scorpio, this is going to be about your fourth house, the inner world, what did I say? What does this say? Loved ones, family life. Yeah, this is going to be about family for you guys too, but just loved ones. So anybody that you hold dear, especially friends, you're going to want to take a moment to evaluate your personal growth. And again, I think I was talking about Cancer with this, like just evaluating the people that you have around you, the role everybody's playing, what they're adding to, what they're taking from, how things are progressing, how things are developing, how the dynamics are, and doing something to I don't want to say even the playing field, to reconcile. I could really see some reconciliation within the family with you. It could be some estrangement coming back into some estranged people coming back into orbit or whatnot, but considering what's best for the greater good, making some sort of agreement, coming to some sort of agreement, or even just coming to some sort of agreement within yourself, within your own inner world. Like, what, I'm going to, it could be doing things for the sake of your mental health, or the sake of the mental health of someone in your family, something like that. Taking care of somebody, something like that, child. Anyways, all right, so Sagittarius, yours is going to be in the third house. So you are restless. You want to communicate. You want to speak and be spoken to. I feel like you're craving being around, like, if you're still connected with any friends from childhood, or your siblings, your best friends, your friend group, your family, the close confidants that you have. You really want to feel like the people that you mess with and that you value, that you can touch them right now, and you feeling really restless at this time. So I mean, it could, that optimism that's coming forward, you could be the vehicle for it, for a lot of people, just helping people to kind of make amends, make apologies, maximize a fresh start, to just really come into situations with your little restless energy and bring the room up, add some levity to the room. All right, so Capricorn. Capricorn is all going to be about, so this is second house, so income related shit. This is where this is your home too. This is so crazy to me how all of these houses that we're talking about. Anyway, so this is going to be for you, Capricorn rising, all about how you visualize your next moves as is related to pulling in your abundance. So it's set the game plan time. It's after your birthday. Birthday time can be a little bit drab for Capricorns, not gonna lie. So the time after your birthday is where things start to pick up and moving into spring. You want to be ready for first quarter, right? So with that being said, you want to make sure that you set your goals, you set measurable goals, and that you're meeting them before first quarter hits. And this is a time where you're really able to take stock of the first 30 days of the year and be like, okay, you know what I mean? Here's where I am. Here's what I need to do to bridge that gap. And even like as it pertains to your self-worth, you're wanting to take a little easier on yourself even. I think that once you're able to get your goals and ambitions out of your mind and onto paper, you have more room within yourself to really deal with yourself and be able to reconcile certain shit within yourself, or even like get into things that you've been wanting to get into. Because this also, man, this on a collective scale, I'm going to get into Aquarius in Pisces. I'm talking about Pluto. I'm going to get into those two signs in a minute, but I want to say this reminded me that this moon has a lot to do with cryptocurrency and like the whole shebang, this whole shit with like TikTok and everything. Like, I feel like you're able to capitalize on a lot of this stuff right now is the point in me bringing that up. So yeah, set those goals. All right, let's get into Aquarius. So Aquarius, this is going to be in your first house. So this is about your personal power. Again, with Pluto being there, it gives it this soulful energy. You're clearing out. And I know a lot of us say this, but the things that no longer serve you, you really are clearing out. You really are transforming. You really are allowing for the transformative changes to be made that need to be made in order to keep you, to keep you grounded in you, not grounded in the way that everybody else says you should be grounded, but grounded in the ways that make you feel the most like your most optimal self. This is really going to be a time for you to set those intentions about who you want to be. Do the identity shifting, do the journaling, you get what I'm saying? Take some time for yourself to really lay shit out how you want it to be laid out. Take no prisoners, you know what I'm saying? And do shit unapologetically the way that you need to do in order to thrive. In Pisces, this will be in your 12th house. So this is going to be about your spirituality and your intention. So I think that Pisces, I'm picking up that like y'all gotta get in alignment with your moral code and your personal dogma. So Pluto being in that 12th house is an excavation as well, but it's of who you think you are, versus who you say you are, and who it is that you're outputting as. So for Pisces, this could be about really tapping into your inner voice and like getting really, 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 really like in alignment with that and in touch with your star player in order to capitalize on this new moon energy and asking for what you need from the other side, for real. Oh, that was the end of my notes. So yeah, this is all going to be about, this whole new moon for everybody is going to be about considering the greater good, but also putting your priorities first and coming to the table and being able to communicate and negotiate in ways that are beneficial for all parties, but most importantly, you. And I think that that's beautiful because Aquarius, I think, get a reputation for, I don't know, being kind of unpredictable. And this new moon is giving you the permission to do you, to be as unpredictable as you need to be and as forward thinking as you need to be in order to see through the possibilities, right? In order to pull out the highest version of what it is that could be happening for you right now. It's very optimistic energy, very, very jovial, upbeat energy. So allow yourself to relax into that and to flow into that, and also allow yourself to utilize that energy in order to, you know, push your purpose forward. Whatever it is that you've got going on, allow this energy to bring in some fun and some levity, so that you can really, you know what I'm saying, shake things up in the most positive ways. This 2025, listen, there's enough going on that we, you get what I'm saying, that's already unsavory. Let's really like hone in on the things that these portals and these times that are built to bring us joy and to set us straight and to really get us back in touch with what it is that we're doing, so that we're not distracted by everything that's going on in the world, because we're gonna need each other. So ultimately, this is all about you. Like I said, get in touch with your star player so that you can be on the team. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to play ball. You got to get on the team. So I'm gonna leave the video here and just let you guys know that my books are open for reading, so you guys can check the description box below in order to see how to book a reading with me, so that we can talk about your chart specifically and what these changes might mean for you, or get into any other aspect of, you know, interest in astrology. But yeah, I'm super, super excited for what's to come. And I appreciate you guys for spending some time with me here on the High Vibe channel. Make sure you like this video, subscribe for more like it, and I will see you guys soon.